Hello once more, and welcome again to Danley Duncan on Preaching. This is a channel dedicated to preaching, everything about preaching. All right. Sometimes I may share a video of other preachers or a particular preaching a sermon that I may want you to listen to. But for right now, I'm just sharing a little bit. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you are being blessed, if you are encouraged, and share with other brothers. All right, especially brothers, the men. I encourage the men to be the speakers and ministers God called them to be. I hold a different slant to some people concerning preaching. I focus on the men and the brothers, but of course our lovely women, they are welcome to enjoy and to learn as well. And there is a forum for the women to teach and to share as well. So this can be beneficial to everyone. But I tend to focus on the men in terms of the preaching. So let's continue on what I've shared with you. This is part 2. And so we were on Wednesday. We started Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. On Sunday, reading the text. On Monday, you continue reading, but you go a little further, you make some observations. On Tuesday is where you continue reading, because as I said, reading doesn't stop. It ends when you finish preaching it on Sunday, right? Right. So on Tuesdays you're reading, but you also begin to structure the text, as in you see the structure of it. No, you're not giving it a structure. The structure is already there. You are just trying to find out how the text is already structured. And of course, different genres will be structured differently and so on. Then in structuring the text, you want to begin to look at some words. These are some words that you will have identified on Monday in your observation. On Wednesday, as we spoke about last time, you want to begin to outline the text now. This is what you are giving it, right? This is the outline, and this outline will follow the structure that the text already has. So you realize in biblical preaching, you don't bring to the text and make the text do what you want it to do. No. The text tells you what it is doing and what it is saying. And if you want to be a biblical preacher, you must preach what the text tells you to preach, right? That's what it means to be a biblical preacher. So you continue by outlining the text, and so you give it an outline and so on. It might be 3-4 main points and then 2 sub-points each, and all the other things that you want to do. All of that may not go to the pulpit, right? So all of that may not enter the pulpit. So this is just the exegesis. This is not the sermon. Yet you're working towards the final product, which is the sermon. But this is not the sermon. This is just your sermon preparation, your process. Then you want to do on Wednesday as well, cross references. So after you have done your word studies, you outline the text. I mean, some people different. I know of a pastor, he begins his sermon prep by going to commentaries very early. So he goes to his commentaries on Monday. I'm like, I can't do that. I guess some of you may be able to do that, but I can't do that. I like to work on it myself first, And it's not just Well, that's how I was taught, right? I was taught that way. But I just don't feel comfortable going to the commentaries first. But he's a very good preacher, song preacher I'm talking about. But he goes, and I guess there are others as well, goes to commentaries early. But I don't do that, right? I will go through, and then Wednesday, last thing I do on Wednesday, it's the cross references. There's a book called, or tool, I think it's a book called Treasury of Scripture. Listen to me. If you're a preacher, you need to grab a hold of that book. You need to grab a hold of that book. It's on Logos for free, I think, the old one, Treasury of Scripture. But there's a new one, and I work with the new one, New Treasury of Scripture. And it is amazing.